FM KAZI 731 and 4, 5, 6, 7 seconds. What's up, y'all? Your boy Jabari Warfield in the building. This is the morning grind. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? It is a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. A little on the wet side, so be careful, and we'll update you on all of that, the weather, traffic, and all that good stuff. If you are in town for South by Southwest, yes, baby, there is a black radio station in there.
And you found us.
And you found us. I'm just playing.
Yeah, they want to know.
Yeah.
No, you really did though.
I did that. Yeah,
they were scanning.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. 88.7 KAZI. We are 41 years and counting. This is year number 42 coming up this summer.
Hello.
What? Yes, sir. Your boy Jabari Warfield in the building. Dab Dub's in the building. Simply Courtney is in the building. SimplyHaha.com.
Good morning,
Look it up. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Buenos días, señor. Me siento muy bien. How was that?
Sí. Está bien?
Yeah, I wanted to come in emphatically. Y'all ever hear the announcers?
Yeah.
And they go hard.
Yeah,
so,
they do. Yeah.
I'll work on it.
Yeah,
I said, good morning, sir. I am feeling great.
Nice.
All right. Cool. Yeah, how many languages do you speak, bro?
Yeah, seriously.
You got a few of them in the arsenal.
Yeah, I think we're up to 4.
Right.
Yeah,
Is that polyglot?
I think it's 4.
Is that
yep,
polyglot
it's polyglot. Yep.
Okay.
Nice.
That's
really?
You know, I know I have a problem when I don't get to work on some of the languages. Like if I'm focusing on one and I neglect the others, that brings stress to me.
I get it.
But that's what I like to do, right? Like we all got hobbies. It's my hobby. It's my thing.
Cool.
But I love it, man. I really do.
Right.
And I get to use it.
Yep.
I run up on people. You know where I really run into people?
Where?
When I'm out at like amusement parks.
Okay.
When I'm at amusement parks, I always hear someone speaking German, speaking Russian,
right?
And of course, we do a little Spanish, and then I get to jump in. So
let me ask you this: so are you fluent in all of the languages you speak?
I could.
Every last one.
In all of them, I could say, "Hello, how are you doing?" Which way is the store? Let's see. I'm sure I could say, "How are your kids doing?"
Okay.
Yeah. How much of them Jordans?
How your mama doing?
Yeah. How your mom doing?
Where the bathroom at?
Yeah. Where the bathroom at?
How to get around. The travel is always like the biggest thing you should start with.
Right.
Is being able to ask, hey, how do I get to here? How do I make a right? So yeah.
Right.
It's fun though, man.
Well, how do you stay fluent? Because what I understood is that if you are learning or know a new language, one of the things that you have to remember is to keep using it, because at some point if you don't use it, you lose it, or you kind of have to go back and study again and sharpen up.
So I let my Google Calendar help me. I put it on the calendar to help the kids. Okay. So I know, and first of all, I make a rule in my house: after 6 p.m. we only speak Russian in the house.
Oh,
and
really?
That forces me to do it. That's my goal. My goal is to get my kids. I've been doing it for the kids, and it just helps me. But I don't lead with that. I don't lead. I mean, y'all fam, and you asked. Yeah. But I'm doing it for my kids, for their opportunities. And then, of course, I benefit from it. But that's the only reason I started.
You just never know when that knowledge is going to show itself. And it's something that it's trivial and random right now, but you may be, not may about it, you're going to probably influence them into something that they do in their profession, whether it's now or when they're 30 or when they're 40. And they're like, how do you know this? And they're like, oh, yeah, my dad after 6 o'clock had us speaking only Russian. That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
I will tell you one other little thing then. When my kids are out, when we're out and then we hear someone speaking a language, my daughter, my oldest, she lights up and she's like, "Wow, hey, he just said,
That's cool.
That's the feeling.
Recognition.
Right,
and I'm proud of that. So, I like it, man.
Exactly. All right, now folks are already up and
they ready to go.
Yeah.
They ready to go.
They up.
Yep. Good morning, caller. What's good?
It's because Courtney's here.
Good morning. How daffodil to say "I love you" in German?
Oh, you got that?
Ich liebe dich.
Look at that.
There you go.
Look at that.
Goodbye. Have a birthday.
That was it. Did he get it right? Okay, all right.
Awesome.
She said, I
like
just want to
like
know.
that.
Did she just do a hit it and quit it?
She called me on it.
Man, I like that.
The streets is watching. They
Yeah.
said, well, prove it, brother.
Yeah, you better not slip, son, because the streets is on.
But 3 words. Ich Liba Deek is what I said.
Liba, I ain't finna say that. It's 7:30. I ain't finna say that right now.
Oh, yeah.
I might say it wrong, and we get a phone call of a different kind.
They are almost spelled the same, just one difference in the letter.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
Just one letter.
Start a fight with that one.
Man, we started FCC riot. That's excuse me, KZI. Can we talk to you guys? Oh my goodness.
What did we tell them to do?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna point to Jay Hunt. I'm like, he hired me.
Yeah, we'll leave it. We'll put that one on Jay. Put that one, as if he ain't got enough to do, right?
That brother, man. He is Atlas, holding up the world.
Yes, he is. All day long. All day, every day. 736 here on 88.7 FM KAZI. Don't forget, log on to KAZIFM.org. That is our website. And you can go to the TuneIn app or get the TuneIn app for all your mobile devices, smart devices, and even your smart TV, man. All right? You can get us anywhere you need to go. We are here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, giving it to you, baby. We on the grind just like you. We are grinding. DJ Wiz, where you at, son?
Guess what today is?
It's hump day.
88.7 FM KAZI. DJ Wiz doing that spring break thing that he do. Yeah, man. Yeah, that was hot. That was hot.
He's gotta break us off. Because
Yeah,
he
he
know right now, all the kids is home. Ain't nobody sleeping in. Ain't none of these parents sleeping in because them kids is up. I don't know what they doing. Hopefully you was able to throw a bowl of cereal in their faces.
I was gonna say, I was just getting ready to say cereal was on the brain.
Yeah,
bro.
hopefully.
Cereal was on the brain. I would say cereal, maybe some Hulu or some safe Netflix.
So are you saying that right now we got a little mind meld? Like you're thinking what I'm thinking?
Oh yeah. Oh, I was thinking when you said before you said cereal, it was already on the brain. So
okay.
I'm talking about like a big bowl of, I don't know, something with no nutrition and lots of sugar.
And then my other thought that was the underlying thought, the soundtrack to that, if you will, is the keys. Right.
Yeah.
They should be flying over here to my hand right now. It's outstretched. Come on, brother.
I'm at work.
What?
I'm at work.
Yeah.
Put your hand. I'm gonna do you like I did my son. Put your hand down
Okay,
and let
all
daddy go to work.
I literally had it up, but now it went down. He gave me the daddy look.
Treat him with a have a good day.
Yes. And have a nice day,
I
son.
said good morning. Have a good day.
You better pull that hand back.
Exactly. Have a nice day. Now get out my face.
I thought I could get him. You saw that,
Almost,
Courtney?
you
I had him
almost
working.
had him. You
Let him
almost
know
had
we got this mind meld going.
You almost had him. All right, here's what's going on right now. Let's give some happy birthday shout outs real quick. Tristan Thompson's birthday is today. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. As well, Karan Butler, I believe, has a birthday today as well. Dude now, how many years was he in the NBA for? Like forever?
Karan?
Yeah, forever.
He lasted a good little while
Yeah, he did.
because he didn't have a game built on athleticism. He was a solid dude,
Right. Yep.
And then when he aged, he stuck around. Yeah, he did a great job.
Yeah, he did. He became a coach, became a Christian, and bought 5 Burger King franchises with his money.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I love it.
That's what I'm talking about. Make your money work for you instead of you working for it. Jazz trumpeter Terrence Blanchard also celebrating a birthday today, as well as director Tim Story, who directed the Fantastic Four and also Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer, the movie Ride Along with Ice Cube and Kevin Hart, and as a matter of fact, Shaft as well, and Barbershop. He was the director of all those. He's celebrating a birthday today. As a matter of fact, Fantastic Four, directed by Tim Story, was the highest grossing superhero movie of all time at the time of its release. Very cool stuff. Now, Queen Latifah is going to be hosting the upcoming NAACP Image Awards on March the 16th in BET. UNITY. LeBron James is set to produce 3 documentaries. One of them is going to be the story of Jesse Owens and the Berlin Olympics.
Nice.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's a story.
Yeah, all day long. And Ain't God Good? Comedian Sinbad made a return to big time. He had a stroke in 2020.
His health.
Yeah, he was challenged with that. And I think the cast of A Different World is doing like this reunion tour.
Yes, they are.
37 years later, man.
Yeah, I know, right? And Sinbad popped up on a live stream, and brother has been fighting back, but he is still here with us. Thank God for that. Rest in power to Boss, the first female rapper on Def Jam Records, the legendary Def Jam. She passed away. I think it was just couple days ago, a few days ago. So rest in power to Boss, man. Boss was really cool. She had a great track called Deeper. As a matter of fact, we should
that
spin
joint,
that.
man.
We should spin that.
Hey, Symply Courtney don't know nothing about that. He too young for that, Jabbar. He don't know
That's
nothing
right.
about that
Yeah,
Deeper.
bro.
But when he hear it,
Yeah, shall we educate him?
yeah,
How cool would it be if I hear it?
Dude, go ahead and pull the Scully down, because when you hear this, that's a Scully pull
You
down.
need the Scully and the Lokes. All right, let's do it. Here's Boss. Now, I'm simply Courtney. I'm gonna give you a hard time.
I'm here for that.
All right, yeah, because I'm messing with you, but you're not doing anything for South by. Really? And dude, I figured you'd be all about it.
Agreed.
My schedule is the same. Like, so one cool thing with me as a comic is we're in a comedy city right now, which means that a lot of our schedules are either affected by it because our venue has been taken over, or we have a venue that is not involved with the hustle and bustle like myself.
Yeah.
Right.
And so it's just business as usual. So like my open mic, for instance, over at Tiny's Bar, that's Tuesdays and Thursdays. That's happening unaffected.
Oh.
Now there are more people that are walking through, so we get more foot traffic. Wednesdays are normally either a practice day for me with my son's basketball team, shout out to Stat, or it's me kind of having a day to myself. And so I think today is probably going to be me hanging out with the practice or whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, my schedule is the same. Like, I drove through downtown, and I want to say I went down there because I'm getting ready to record something next week. And so I did like a production meeting. And so I got to kind of touch a little bit of it. But yeah, everything for me is the same, dude. Like, my schedule is this is just Wednesday.
Right.
You know?
Right. Have you ever done South by? Sorry, dude. Have you ever done like a South by thing, a comedy thing?
Performing myself?
Yeah.
I've done unofficial South by Southwest shows just about every year.
Okay.
And I'm still doing my stuff. Like, I have my end around shows happening Friday, and so I mean I can't say much more. But anyways, yeah, I have stuff that's going on Friday that I know of. Yeah.
I got so many follow-ups. Can I go back to your Tuesdays and Thursdays?
Please.
So what is this open mic that you speak of? So this is brothers getting up there and giving their hand at comedy
At anything they want.
Oh.
So now it's primarily comedy, but so okay, on Tuesdays, my homeboy, myself, and we go up there and like we have a keyboard, I have a looper, so I'll beatbox, I'll rap, we may sing, he'll play music, and then we'll do that in between the acts. Or we might do that at the very beginning, or depending on how much time and how things run, we may do it at the end of the night as well. So we're up there working our stuff out, and then people are coming up there working their stuff out as far as the comedy tip goes.
Okay.
So that's Tuesdays, and then Thursdays is just purely comedy open mic because we got 9,000 comics in town. And so I don't know, it's really cool, man. Like I try to tell people, like, I'm blessed because I'm from here.
Yeah.
And I still see it for the amazing thing that it is, but it's still business as usual for me, you know, during spring break. Kids are out, you know, so you got the kids, now they're out of school.
Yep.
But for me, because mine aren't with me 24/7, my schedule is for the most part unaffected. There are some things that I'll take my kids with me too.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm either doing my stuff here or, like I said, I'm booked on the road somewhere during spring break.
I'm coming to an open mic, man. I ain't never
Me
did an
too.
open mic. I'm coming to an open mic.
Thursdays, man. Tiny's
Get
Bar.
up there. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna go
You
try
got
something.
3 minutes, man.
You gotta put it on
You
the
got 3
3
minutes to do what
Oh,
you
in
want.
that case, ain't no pressure.
Right.
I could do 3 minutes.
And if it's Tuesday, you got yourself and 2 other brothers up there with you. So no matter what you say, we're gonna back you up.
And you said y'all got some beats and
Yes.
some stuff, man.
Nice.
Yes.
I'm gonna come once and I'm gonna do comedy.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna go another time and I'm gonna freestyle.
You should. That's what I do the whole
I'm
time.
gonna do that. I'm gonna do both of those.
Yeah.
No, that's bucket list. Come on. I
Might
want to
as
know.
well.
512-836-2887. Let me know what y'all's bucket list things are.
Ooh, I like
but I know
this.
open mics gotta be one. I think we all, even if you're an introvert,
Yeah.
maybe if you're an introvert, that's one of the things you're like, for once in my
What
life,
is my
I'd
bucket
like to
list?
try something.
Do
But
something
that's
different,
gotta
yeah.
be on your bucket
I
list.
got one.
And if it's not, maybe you ain't alive. You gotta try it. Just put yourself out there.
I got a weird bucket list item for y'all.
What's
You
that?
ready for this?
Go for
this
it.
is strange, but I don't know if I'm even supposed to talk about
Strange
this
is
on
our
air.
middle name. Go
Okay,
for it.
okay. You ready for it? You ready for it?
Yes, sir.
You know how stuntmen, they do this thing where like they'll like catch on fire and they like walk for a few feet?
Yes, sir.
I want to do that. Now, here's the crazy
son.
part. Here's where it gets crazy.
Okay.
I have a friend, I think, that is either in the stunt profession or their wife, I think, knows me or something like that. So I talked about it one day, and I posted it on Facebook. She's like, "Oh, my such and such could probably help you with that." How scary is that?
No, and I was about to hit you too.
Scared.
My kung fu instructor does some choreography for Marvel stuff that's going on right now.
Okay.
And I was about to tell you, bro, I think I can help you with that.
That's terrifying.
So, hey, we trying to get you burnt. I don't know if we like you, but
I made it thinking like this is way off into yonder.
We gonna get
and
you.
every time I bring it up, somebody's like, "Oh, well, I know somebody there. You trying to get
Son,
there."
that
we gonna get you torched.
That is absolutely bananas. I mean, more power to you. I'm with it. And if you ever get a chance to do it, I hope that you are completely covered by God.
Crispy Courtney. Crispy Courtney.
You light skinned. You ain't gonna be light skinned if something's wrong.
Be light skinned no more.
He gonna look like a whole separate dude. You got to go get a new driver's license and everything.
Yeah,
but you did it.
I haven't done it though.
No, but after the fact, you'll say it's done.
You want to do it.
And you're gonna have the same hairstyle as Jabari and I after that. That
How
beautiful
funny would
locks
that
you
be?
got up
I was
there.
gonna say, man, you better do something with them locks. Son.
Really?
Go.
Well, I mean, I don't
didn't
know
think about it.
know.
You're not wrong. I mean, it's when you start talking, my initial thoughts went straight to my eyebrows and eyelashes.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, how do you cover all of that stuff? So
You see that, Jabari?
true, yeah.
That's when he's taking those beautiful locks for granted. Because all he caring about is the eyebrows and the eyelashes, and he don't even realize that at his age, whatever his age is, it's still good. Hairline looks good.
His hair.
It looks full. The hair is full.
His hair.
Brother,
Yeah.
see, man, see how you
His
living?
hair.
You see how the other
Yeah.
side live?
I do.
I
do.
can't
Looking
wait,
down at you
man.
right
I had
now.
one. I got close. I remember I did one that wasn't technically the one, but it was.
Yeah.
I did a bull run.
Right.
Yo.
Right.
I did a bull run. No lie. I did a bull run.
Seriously? Nah, man.
I did
come
a
on.
bull
Are you
run.
fast?
No.
Okay.
But here's the deal.
How'd you
I'm
make
fast.
it?
No, well, here's the deal. The bulls are so fast, it doesn't matter how fast you are.
Oh.
If you just get out there, it's okay. You ever been by the road before and like a car drives by?
Yes, sir.
That's what it feels like with bulls.
Come on.
No.
I'm just being honest. I'm being
Nah.
very
Nah,
honest
man.
right now.
Later for that.
If you stand by him, like you get to run like 2 steps, and then you either have to get what they call the HE double hockey sticks out the way,
Yeah.
or you get hit. And then here's the crazy part. You know what really hits you? It's not the bulls. It's the horses that are running behind them to get them to run. And so there's guys on horses that are making the bulls run.
No.
Yeah.
No. Jabari, he was already 2 minutes into talking, and then that's when he finally said, here's the crazy part. Nah, brother, the whole thing. When you started, it was the crazy part. Running with the bulls.
Yeah.
Son.
I ran with the bulls. We did it up in Dallas, man.
Nah. I'm
Yeah.
good.
I don't know about
Nah,
that,
I ain't doing
man.
it. Nah, Jabari, don't even feel bad about it, brother. That ain't on your bucket list. 512-836-2887.
I wanna hear.
You call in and let me know if you gonna do. Some people might have put that on their list.
I think you
Jabari,
should.
put the pen and pad down.
Man,
Jabari, don't
I'm
even think
not
about
putting
it.
down. You hit.
Wait a minute.
son.
Jabari, no, hold on. I want to walk that back.
Okay.
Because you and what you do, how you instruct people, your lateral movement. I keep telling you that lateral movement is your superpower. I can't get you on the basketball court to use it. I bet your cuts is just
He can
nice.
just run sideways.
Yeah, I'll have to run sideways. I'm not getting horned by one of them bulls, man.
No, but
serious.
you
Them
got
boys
to,
is-
no. I
they don't-
believe
they
in
don't
you,
play
brother.
that.
I believe in you, Jabari.
I don't believe in me. No, do not do that.
Jabari, you don't make it.
Keep it real.
All right, hey, set it up.
Listen,
As
all-
his agent, he's going. This would be good for the brand, Jabari.
Son, no, it's gonna be
I remember thinking that if I was like, yo, I'm gonna get out here, I'm gonna have my phone, and I'm gonna take a selfie
What?
in front of the bulls.
Bro, you ain't got time.
Thank you. When you get there, you think you got time.
Yeah,
It's like it's a metaphor for life. You think you got time to do all this stuff, right? But when you get there, you see them. First of all, each bull is like a car. I don't know if people understand how big the average
There's
bull
some
is.
big suckers,
It's
man.
a Volkswagen.
Yeah.
Man.
And it's 4 of them. It's 5 of them. They all running.
and they all upset.
And then here's the best part: when you see somebody get hit that was just standing next to you like
Yeah.
a few seconds ago,
Yeah.
it does something to your spirit where you just like, that could have been me. Maybe that was supposed to be me. Maybe that person wasn't supposed to get hit. Maybe I was supposed to get hit. Did I just dodge something? Thank you, God. But also, maybe I'm not supposed to be here. Like, I just, at some point, I was like, but they did it like we had 4 passes, 4 heats. And each time they run up, then they run down.
Right.
And you see somebody get hit. And every time I saw somebody get hit, I was like, maybe I'm not supposed to be here. And finally, the last one, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I didn't even go out for the last one. The last one happened, I just stayed on the fence, and I was like, man, I came all this way just to stand on the fence, and I looked up and I was hiding behind a woman.
Wait, how many times did you run? Though?
3.
Okay,
really?
No, I'm good.
I did 3 out of the 4.
Jabari, if you'll allow me, brother, what generation are you? You a millennial, ain't you? Yeah. Jabari, you see that? That's all you gotta know. That's all you gotta know.
That's generation high.
That's some generation.
That's generation
millennial stuff.
That's generation smoked out. That's what it is.
I already knew before he told me. When he said he pulled out a phone, I was like, he ain't my generation. We ain't thinking about that.
Right.
You know what we doing? We doing with our hands. They are in a knife hand position, and we trying to run like Carl Lewis. I know you don't know who that is. That's what we thinking about.
You got to hip him to Carl Lewis.
His generation.
Usain Bolt.
They thinking about pulling out.
Yeah, Usain Bolt. Now, if I could run like Usain Bolt, or somebody like that,
Jabari,
bro. But it's like, okay, all right, no, let's see. Let me think of who I would want to be. I'd have to be like Barry Sanders back in the day.
See,
because Barry Sanders could outrun
and he's got lateral movements like Jabari
Warfield, right?
And he would still get hit. That's the crazy part.
Maybe.
He would have got hit by like 4 bulls.
I don't know, man. This Barry Sanders.
He still got hit. Still got hit.
Nah,
still got hit.
I don't know if Barry Sanders ever actually got hit.
I
think he ran into you, so
he kept going.
The play would end.
Yeah, he kept going
for clock management.
You gonna get hit. I'd rather just if I could keep going, bounce off of somebody.
Yeah,
bounce off a bull or two.
Yeah.
That'd be okay. But no, but get a direct hit from a car.
Okay,
a moving car with an attitude.
Okay,
no
sir.
So
I see where I am in this dynamic. We got the young bull over here, Symply Courtney, who would actually do it.
Yeah.
We got an immature bull named Jabari that somehow is still kind of considering it and thinking about what the options are. And then there's me. I am the hype bull. I'm just getting y'all hype for you to go do it again and for Jabari to keep kind of considering it, but then not doing it. But he's kind of considering it. But I'm just the mouth. I'm just gonna get y'all hype.
I had a friend that went with me, and he just sat in the stands and watched. And you know what? It was my favorite thing. It's like he was my emergency contact. He had all of my stuff. Like I felt so mature as an adult because I was like, I have an emergency contact that isn't my mom or my ex-wife for once.
That's hilarious.
Jabari,
that's hilarious. You had the insurance card and all of that, just ready to go. Right?
Had
911 on speed dial.
It could have happened.
You know what?
Jabari, I need from now on, go and put me down as your emergency contact.
Oh, that's real.
You need to do that. You need to do that.
That's
put me down.
Goals. You might need to put that on the bucket list.
Yeah,
put me down, Jabari. I'm rolling through. Jabari, I'm there for you.
You gonna be there?
Well, see, because here's the reason.
All right now. All right.
They gonna put his stuff in a bag, his belongings.
Yeah.
And when I pick him up, when he's a little dazed, again, I get his belongings, I get them keys, I get the Maybach. You see what I'm doing there?
You have somebody that can drive
you.
Don't worry,
he ain't listening. Jabari ain't listening. He ain't listening right now.
Don't write a check that your backside can't cash.
3 o'clock.
He gonna actually call me, and then I gotta come pick him up. And then I gotta get him to his house, feed him Jello and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, that might backfire.
Anything you need, anytime you need me, call me, and I'll be like, you better tell the truth.
Jabari, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite color Jello?
Favorite color Jello?
Yeah. What you like? You a green dude, ain't you?
No, man, I ain't eating no Martian color Jello. What's wrong with you?
What color?
It's red.
Yeah.
Red. That makes sense.
We don't care about the flavors; it's the color.
I already
like Kool-Aid.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Like Kool-Aid. Exactly.
I want that red.
Nah, man. Yeah, give me that red.
What flavor you want? Red. No, that's the color. Red.
No, it's red.
You don't know.
It's red and it's grape drink.
Yeah,
man. That's what I'm talking about.
You see what I'm saying? I know the deal, son. 812 and 88.7 FM KAZI. How y'all doing? Don't forget to check out our website. It is KAZIFM.org. Stepping out of the house, well, looks like it's about 67 degrees. Could get up to, I'd say, right around 82 degrees. And we may get some ugly weather coming in. Yeah, you seen it? I mean, it looks like later on the rest of the week, things could get a little hectic. So I just want to keep that in mind. You're listening to The Morning Grind on 88.7 KAZI. Your boy Jabari Warfield. Also got Dab Dub in the building and Symply Courtney from simplyhaha.com, baby. All right. Hope you're doing good. Man, my dude Mike, forever and a day. That's my number. That is my number one. That is my number one.
And I'm right there with you.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. If y'all ever want to take a road trip with me, just know that Off the Wall is probably going to have 2 or 3 songs that you're going to hear probably about 7 or 8 times.
I ain't even mad at that.
Man, you can just play the whole thing for me.
It just, okay.
No
Well, in that case, if you're going to just allow brother to just do the whole thing.
Don't skip a thing. And Dap, I think you and I had actually had a discussion as to what was the better album, Thriller or Off the Wall, and you said Off the Wall.
Yes.
And I ain't mad at that.
I know.
I really am.
That's almost one of those things. Either way, if I gotta say, all right, Jabari, you right? I didn't lose.
You didn't lose.
No, this is true.
I'm still enjoying it.
Nah.
My only regret is I didn't, because I became a man of means while he was alive, and I never went and saw him.
I know. I was hoping to see him in London at
Could it
PO2.
have been money? I doubt it was that. It's just I didn't think about it. I guess I assumed
He'll always be here.
at some point he'll always
always
be
be
here.
there,
He'll do some kind of like, little. I know I'm old, but let me go back out for one more tour kind of event.
Right.
Yeah.
And missed out on my opportunity.
Yeah, man. Or like he'd just pop up, like, after the O2 concerts, he would just, maybe start popping up at people's shows or something, do like Prince, float in, and then float out, right? You know what I'm saying?
And he did it, and then it was just like, and then all of a sudden, no more.
Yeah.
People, you got to live. That's what we talk. We was talking off air about this. You got to live. If you like something, be about it and go make it happen.
Man,
so you don't be having a lot of regrets in life. No. I want to bring this to the air, Jabari, if you'll allow it just briefly. Jabari, we were just talking off air about being your authentic self.
Right.
I tell people all the time, I've worked for 3 Fortune 500 companies. I've done some hiring, a lot of hiring and firing. And I will tell anyone when it comes to the hiring, when you're sitting I used to work, I can say it now, I used to work for Pepsi. When you're coming in to get hired by us, I know you want to get in, you want to get down with us, bro. I know you want to get down with us, but look, hold on. I can tell you very uncomfortable right now. Yeah. We just want to know about you, brother. So let me just tell you, you walk back in, and you sit down and you confidently tell us about you. You're the best in the world at being you. So what you worried about? If I just want to know about you, you got nothing to worry about. Right. I ain't asking you to tell me calculus. I didn't ask you to tell me trigonometry.
Right.
What I'm saying is, brother, what you doing?
Right.
Tell me about your experiences.
Yeah, exactly.
And in that case, you just be yourself.
Sure. But are we afraid to be ourselves these days?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so.
And why is that?
Because we're afraid of being by ourselves. I think the biggest thing and the root of this is that I'm going to call it a spade on this one. What happens a lot of times is people think that and this is me putting my own stuff out in there, that if you're yourself, you're one of one. Here's the thing. You are one of one. You are unique, but you're similar as well. And so there are people out there that are similar to you that share your same love, your same zeal, your same zest for things. You have to put yourself out there enough. Yeah. And this is the thing as a comic, I have to tell myself time and time again, there are people that love what I do, but they may never see it unless I hit upload, unless I hit post, unless I hit send, unless I take that trip and go to that location that I ain't never thought I would do comedy over here. But you get there and you may have one person out of that whole crew that loves everything that you did.
Wow.
And so putting yourself out there, I think, is the key to it. When you're ready, and sometimes it's when you're not ready.
Yeah.
Sometimes you might think, I'm not ready to step out there, and you're waiting, and when you're waiting, and all of a sudden you jump in, you're like, oh, the water wasn't as cold as I thought it was going to be, or I swim pretty good. But it's a matter of us thinking that we're going to end up by ourselves, and for a short time you may end up by yourself, but during that time period you're incubating.
Yeah,
you're growing. You're in the hyperbaric chamber, I think, is what we're going to use.
Oh yeah.
I'll play Michael Jackson. You bring up the hyperbaric chamber.
You feel me though? Come on, man. And so I love the idea. For me, I just had this conversation with somebody. I'm going to be the world's best version of myself.
Boom.
Nice.
I'm trying to be the world's best version of myself.
I think you'll come in second.
Somebody else.
But but you keep trying though. You keep working at it.
Right, exactly. Well, let me ask, so how do you think, and this is for both of you guys, how do you think social media has affected this? Because we've got filters now where we can actually change how we look. Yeah. And, there's so many just seriously cool content creators that can take something as simple as making meatloaf and turn it into one of the best, minute and a half experiences of your day. Mm-hmm. But I think people are looking at, or some of us are looking at this and saying, if I don't have this, if I don't have likes, if I don't have this followers, if I don't have this, if this filter is not up, et cetera, at some point we don't fit in at, even if we are one of one and are proud to stand as one of one, do we fit in at some point? Because we do want to be accepted.
Yeah.
There has to be at some point some sort of acceptance, either by people that we don't know or people that we do.
Right.
I'm gonna step back. I'd like the millennial to answer that one first, because I feel like it's more of your generation that I think started it since y'all had that social media.
Yeah, I think it's a fear thing. There's like a fear that comes with that. Like I said before, we feel like we're going to end up by ourselves. We have to be able to take that criticism that may come with it. I'm speaking from my own perspective here. I've legit had times where I put something out there and I was like, ooh, that wasn't the best representation of myself. I could do it better. And every time that you take it back, you're almost undoing the magic. As a comic, I get one shot on stage with the audience. If I try to tell that joke, now I've made a mistake before and said, I don't like the way that sounds, I'm going to redo that bit real quick. But in all actuality, sometimes you got one shot to tell that joke. Great analogy. You watch the dunk contest, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Isn't it something sweet when the guy does the dunk and makes it on the first try?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
I almost feel like I don't care how crazy the dunk is. Shout out to Nate Robinson here. I'm going to throw Nate Robinson under the bus for a second. I think he did 14 attempts or something like that one year, right?
Yeah.
He finally makes the dunk, but it took him 14 tries.
Yeah.
Although that dunk was impressive and he's 5'9", he's jumping out the gym, it's not as impressive as Jason Richardson of the Golden State Warriors, who just throws the ball out there and he goes and nails the dunk on the first try.
The between the legs one?
Yes.
Yeah.
He did it so fast that
East
they
Bay.
were in, I think they were in commercial break or whatever it was. They came back. He nails it as soon as he gets the signal to go. And they weren't even ready. Like, I remember the camera angle was bad for that dunk because, like, we didn't see what he did until the replay. And so I feel like when you go and you do something and then you undo it because you're trying to make it better, what is it, paralysis analysis or whatever it is?
Paralysis yeah.
You're trying
paralysis
to
analysis.
make something perfect. There's never going to be something perfect. So the best thing is just do the thing.
Right, exactly.
So filters, I think people got to look at me as to who I am, because if they come to my show, they're going to see me.
Yeah.
They're going to see this gap here. They're going to see some of these teeth that probably ain't the whitest. They're going to see this hair. They're going to see the patchy beard. They're going
to see you. They're going to see the real you. And there's nothing that you can hide from that.
You really can't.
You just can't. I mean, you can, of course, everybody goes to the gym, and ladies do the makeup thing and all of that. But at some point, there is going to be either the inside or the outside of yourself that's going to pop out. That's just the way it's going to be.
Sound true, man.
Yeah, man. That's the way it's going to be.
Can't hide it either. The filters can't do nothing with that.
It starts with the inside, and I think you need to build from the inside. Self-esteem, self-confidence, and it starts with OGs like us, first of all.
Yep.
Helping your son understand what he needs to be and what he can accomplish as a basketball player.
And my daughter. I got to keep her in.
And
too.
what is it that he can accomplish? We don't know.
Right.
So just keep grinding, young buck. Keep shooting in the gym.
Yep.
Keep posterizing your dad. And then we'll see where you end up. But we don't know. But you got to grow. You got to build it.
Yeah, you do.
Don't let anybody tell you what you can't become. You know how many people told me I wasn't going to become a sponsored skateboarder? And a lot of them was my own people, because they said, man, brothers don't skate. And well, my mom couldn't afford a lot of stuff. So when I started getting free stuff from the skate shop, I officially made it. But at that time, don't nobody care about that. They don't see.
On you.
Yeah. But for me, I knew I made it. My friends knew I made it.
Yep.
And my mom didn't realize, but I'm sure she had to see realizing, wait, you got a new board? You got new wheels? You got new trucks? How you getting all this stuff?
Nice.
So and I'm just glad that I didn't let nobody talk me out of it, bring my self-confidence down, because I would have been like, okay, so what else am I supposed to do then? What is stereotypical that I should do
and they're gonna
for you?
They're going to tell you stuff from their skill set, and their skill set ain't even your skill set. I came out as a comic, and I remember people telling me about, like, don't crowd work, don't talk about having kids, don't talk about working with kids. And everybody that was telling me that stuff, they couldn't do crowd work. Everybody that was telling me that stuff, they didn't have kids.
Thank you.
They didn't work with kids. And so they put all of their limitations on me.
Yep.
And then my mindset was, oh, yeah, this ain't the right way to do it. No. this ain't the right way for them to do it. But for you, this is how you're designed. You were designed facing the crowd.
Yes.
You're designed to look people in their eyes and communicate. Why would you stop doing the thing that you've been doing since birth? I was a pageant kid. I was a in the parade kid. I was playing sports. I was an usher.
Yeah.
I did all these things before the age of 10. So I was facing people before I even really knew who I was. Before I even knew how to put deodorant on, I was saying speeches. I was greeting people.
Yes.
I was welcoming people.
Oh.
I was standing in front of crowds.
I tell people all the time, if you could stand up in front of church and you could read a scripture from the Bible
Yeah.
and you could hit Ecclesiastics.
Oh, come on,
You could
man.
say Habakkuk. You could drop some of the names and you don't stutter. You don't mess that up.
No.
Man, you got it. Ain't nothing else out there that's as hard as some of the names of the biblical
Exactly.
nature.
Exactly. And please have on deodorant when you stand in the front.
Amen.
I appreciate that. All right, let's take a real quick phone call. Good morning, caller. You're on the air. How you doing?
Good morning. It's Polly Pockets.
Yo,
Polly Pockets in the building. How you
Polly
doing, darling?
Pockets, the
Hey.
best in the West.
Hey,
Good morning. How are you?
Of the day?
What was that?
Am I the first caller of the day? It's been kind of quiet.
Actually, I think we had two before you.
Oh, okay, I missed them.
But not on the air.
Yeah. Yeah, no, not in the air.
You're
We
the
had
first
one-
on air
Yeah,
call.
the first on air.
Okay, good. I'm going to use that today.
Bring it on, darling. Bring it on.
But, no, I think you had a question about bucket list items. You know, I'm always here for Dapper D in this question.
Oh, yeah. What is? Send it. Some bucket list stuff.
Yeah, bring it on.
So I got two. The first would be, short term, would be to perform at, like, an open mic night for poetry.
nice.
Not comedy. Not my alley yet. I'll leave it to the pros in the studio. And then another one would be to write and publish a book.
Oh, nice.
Nah, okay. I'm good with that. Now, what subject would you cover on that book, if you can say it?
On the book?
Yeah.
I think I'd do maybe my personal kind of like a biography. I don't know if autobiography, memoir, I don't know. There's too many labels nowadays. But just my life, because every time I talk about it, people seem to be so interested in it. So something about my life, maybe, you know, motherhood, or see, it's a long-term goal, very rough draft idea. Maybe have like 5 words on a page.
Right. The life and times of Polly Pockets.
Oh yeah, for sure. From the West Coast to the East Coast down to Texas, right?
Nice.
I think you have to go. I think, what did Courtney say though? You got a workshop, right? He said you work on your stuff, you're working on your jokes. I think you should come to something like his open mics and then work on your craft. And then you've done it maybe once or 2 or 3 or 4 times. And then when you go to your first true spoken word, the timing, the crowd work, the engagement, the eye contact, all that is nailed. I believe that you should go to something. And he said it's not open mic just for comedy. You can do whatever you want. But no, I think, man, go and get it started.
And a lot of open mics, if you go to a comedy open mic, they'll actually welcome that. A lot of us comics, believe it or not, myself included, we actually would go to poetry nights. I'd go to storytelling. I'd go to music, and they would welcome us because it would be something different. It would be a change up. And oftentimes, I mean, because stuff is so rough, they're happy to see somebody working at something that's not familiar to what they're doing. And so, I don't know. I think those are, I don't want to say they're attainable. They are bucket list items for a reason. But yeah, those are definitely things that I can see you doing. I think that's dope. That's a no-brainer in my opinion either.
Polly Pocket.
Especially the book. Please do that.
Are you going to run with bulls with Simply Courtney next time?
Am I going to what?
Are you going to run with bulls with Simply Courtney next time he goes?
Yeah, Courtney wants to run with bulls.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah, you kidding?
Thank
The girl from the West.
No.
Thank you. I appreciate
Well,
that.
remember, I'm from the West. We don't, like, the California West. We don't have that nonsense out there.
Yeah, you're right. That's
feel you.
California West.
I feel you. Good to talk to you. Thanks for calling in, Ma.
All right.
Take
Bye,
care.
guys.
Bye.
Courtney, you can't buy a friend.
Yeah, you may have to
Get somebody to hold the camera.
Yeah.
Hold my bag and stuff and give me green Jello.
You know what? Yeah, get the green Jello. Y'all in this green Jello. Yeah, man, that's you know what, bro. And I'm not gonna front. I admire you for it. But I don't know, bro. I don't.
Jabari, I think you are holding yourself back, brother.
Man, please, then let me hold. Please allow me.
No,
to do
Jabari,
this.
please allow me to pump you up.
Hey, man, you know what? They say what?
Hey,
Oh, wait, you say what?
hey, yo.
Are you crazy to say what?
Hey, yo.
Are you at your mind say what?
Jabari,
man.
I feel like you're not hearing me.
Man, that's not how I roll. That is not how I roll.
The morning grind.
88.7 FM KAZI, straight up 9 o'clock on a Warfare Wednesday, baby. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? South by Southwest is in effect in the city. Hope you're doing all right, all my South by Southwest people. Y'all be careful on the road and watch yourself. And just FYI, for your FYI, don't forget KAZI and the Untapped crew doing their thing. The Untapped Spring Showcase happening on the 16th. And it's going to be at Limestone, 68 East Avenue. We've got all kinds of great folks there. Anastasia, Brooke Lavelle, Maya Sampleton, Tree G, and more, all bringing the heat. Meet and greet starts at 5 o'clock. Live performance starts from 7 up to midnight. Once again, it's the KAZI Untapped Spring Showcase, March the 16th at Limestone at 68 East Avenue. More information at kazifm.org. And that's where you can also download the TuneIn app for your smart device.
Oh, I was going to that.
You was going to that?
So
All
I
right.
was feeling bad that maybe I'm not making it to enough South by Southwest events. But I know, okay, that'll count.
Yep.
At least that's one.
That will count. That will count. Now, as far as getting to South by Southwest, that requires Uber, Lyft, or somebody with a whole lot of patience. Right now, traffic, of course, it's loosening up just a little bit headed into downtown, but not by much. Just keep that in mind. If you're headed that way, if you're headed southbound on 35, close to downtown, it's not bad. It gets a little crazy at the upper lower deck division. Coming out of South Austin, that's where things are going to tighten up just past, I'd say right around Ben White. So get ready for all of that if you are headed in to enjoy South by Southwest. And be safe and have fun. Enjoy our little city. Oh my goodness. All right. Simply Courtney's in the building. Dap Dub's in the building. Don't forget, we got Fans View from 10 to noon. It is on Friday. That's our sports talk show. And Dapper Doug is part of that. Lots of stuff going on, man. Lots of stuff going on. March Madness.
If it has fans, we talk about it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If it's an event and people are showing up, what do you want to talk about? We talk golf. We talk men's and women's tennis. We talk men's and women's college basketball. We talk volleyball.
Oh.
We talk NHL. We talk MLB.
Hey.
I don't know what you would want to talk about, so just call in and give us a chance.
Right.
We got range. We want everybody
You
to get an opportunity to hear their sport and or their interest. And everyone doesn't do that. Everyone doesn't have that range, but we do. So the collective, Corey Mose from KView, Travis Kent, and myself, we got Jamal January, we got the young buck. He ran track at Abilene Christian.
Nice.
So we got the young, we got unfortunately me, the old, and then we got that middle with Corey. And Travis is timeless. So yeah,
that's a nice little blend of age groups there,
I agree.
Man. So everybody gets a chance to drop in on a little something, because I think everybody's observation is different.
Yep,
you know
we got 2 fraternity members. Okay. We got 2 college athletes. We got a father of a college athlete. We got 2 dads, 2 single dudes. It's a great mix.
Shout out to your fraternity, man.
Hey, Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. We do what it do.
Nice.
And if you're wondering, I don't know who's some of the guys. Wilt Chamberlain.
Okay.
Bill Russell.
Come on now.
Mike Tomlin, head coach.
Oh yeah, the Steelers. Yes.
You and I was talking about them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Just to name a few.
Didn't Usher have some Kappas on?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. On stage,
yes,
right?
he did.
Yeah,
Those are my fraternity brothers.
Yes, sir.
And I am happy. And not to mention, we caught a couple stray ones from some other fraternities, and they were a little happy for us, and then unhappy.
And unhappy. They were happy
that opportunity
and unhappy at the same time.
It's for the culture. I mean, as a people, we were waiting for that performance.
Sure.
And so anyone would have liked to have had that opportunity. We just got it.
Yeah,
Nice.
Exactly. Yeah, not everybody, I guess, can be on that stage at once. He tried with everybody up on there.
Got 10 minutes.
Yeah, when Yale was on there, man, it seemed like half of Atlanta was on that stage. Woo, there's a whole lot of folk. All right, good morning, caller. How you doing? You're on the air.
How are you?
Doing good. How you doing?
I just had a comment, and I'm going to hang up. I just want to hear you guys' thoughts about it. What did you guys think about the settlement Don Lemon got, the $24 million from CNN?
Ooh.
And you guys have a good day, and I enjoy listening to you every day.
Thank you very much. That's a good topic. Thank you, sister. Appreciate it. All right.
I was kind of curious on where she was calling in from.
I'm not sure.
I always shout out. I'm always curious. So CNN, for those who don't know, CNN settles with ex-anchor Don Lemon, and his representative has confirmed it. This is according to Forbes.com. And simply put, as our lovely caller said, he's the former network anchor and co-host of CNN This Morning Was the Show, and he settled a dispute over his 2023 firing. And in that, the CNN executive, her name is Allison Gola, she confirmed to Forbes on Wednesday that it was an undisclosed agreement that comes 10 months after Lemon was stunned by his sudden ousting.
Right.
So what do I think? Well, I think premature firings, as I alluded to before, hiring and firing, HR, I hang my hat on that. We rush way too often to let people go. And it happens more than you know, but Don said, nah, brother, I can afford representation. Yeah. And if you can afford representation, you can't let people trample you. Yeah. And so he got something. He got the settlement. So my opinion, I'm glad he did it. And that's where I'm at. Exactly. I'm glad he got some of his.
Exactly.
How long was he with him for?
Oh, he had been there years.
He'd been there a while, like a couple decades, right? At least maybe 15 years.
And he had
like
3.5 years left on his contract.
Oh.
But I need to
let him get to the end of the hallway. And they said, hey, actually, on second thought.
Bro, you have no idea. I know cats who work in the radio industry here. One of them was on his 39th year with the station. No, seriously. He was on his 39th year. He was getting ready to re-sign a contract. And they pulled him into the office and said, well, we're going to take a different direction.
What?
Right? One of the highest paid on-air people in the morning. And him and he has a morning team, and they yanked him.
Gave him the walking papers.
Yeah, they did.
So he had been with them for 17 years.
Okay.
I think you hold him accountable then.
Here's the other thing, though. Yeah. I wonder if y'all just know about the irony. I know I'm taking us kind of a little bit off topic. When the news of Lemon's firing came out, that was minutes after the cable rival Fox News announced that they were parting ways with popular conservative anchor Tucker Carlson. Y'all remember that?
Yeah,
it was like minutes. So that was a hot day, and it was later revealed that Lemon had been fired. But
was it based? Do you think it was because it seemed like after he had that blow up with Vivek Ramaswamy, then everything went crazy? Because next thing you know, he's out. Right. And it was, they got into a heated discussion. And, for the most part, I think one of the questions that, Don had asked was, how do you as someone who's not black can tell black people how they're supposed to feel and live. Yeah. Right. And that would have heated me up too. You know what I'm saying? But it seemed like it was part of that, or maybe there was some other stuff going on too. Because Don didn't pull back. But there are a lot of anchors that don't hold. Why is Don Lemon supposed to hold his tongue when there are other people that do the same thing that don't? They say stuff that's worse.
One of the things that you're referring to, so I'll give the example that some of our listeners may not know. Months before his ousting, Lemon was suspended for suggesting that women, specifically referring to Republican candidate now, a presidential candidate now, she's out of it obviously, Nikki Haley, who's 51. He said that women are considered to be in their prime in their 20s, 30s, and 40s. And yeah, that you can't do that, brother.
Yeah. No.
So that was one of the events. And,
right.
I mean,
they was keeping score, and he didn't realize.
Yeah,
they was keeping score.
Yeah, they were keeping tabs on him.
Not saying that I agree or disagree or anything like that, but man, that's a cold thing. But with the question that the caller asked, I think personally, in my opinion, I don't know what his salary was, but it sounds fair to me because he made how much again? I'm saying made, but how much did he get in the settlement?
24.
Yeah,
it was 24.
24
so
and a half.
Probably after taxes be about 12, 13, something like that. Which still ain't bad. That's a couple Maybachs.
And in my opinion, he's still, and I don't know the whole outs and ends of it, he's still able to work elsewhere.
Oh, he's already launched a show on X.
Okay.
On the platform X. And
really?
It's called The Don Lemon Show.
And people will tune into that.
And he said he was coming back bigger, bolder, and freer.
Oh.
You see that? He threw that at the end.
Yeah, we were just talking
I'm
about
free.
that.
Yeah.
We were just talking about that. Being able to be free,
you can do some things on X.
We were talking about Shannon
Twitter.
Sharp. Shannon Sharp doing his thing, what do you call it, on Club Shay Shay, being able to be free. And I mean, there's something that comes with that. And I don't know, man. 24, you said 24 million?
Yeah.
We said 17 with taxes or something.
I say, I'd say maybe about, because if the IRS, I guess, in that tax bracket is probably going to take half or somewhere or close to half or maybe a third at least. Yeah, something like that. I stopped being a billionaire a while ago, so I can't remember. For the most part, I think probably maybe at least a third.
So he's still able to work. I see that as a work. Like, I mean, not work, as a win. Is that you're able to still walk around. It's one thing to be ousted, and it's like what do you call it? Like a negative thing. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah.
It's another thing to just get fired from your job, but you're still able to like go and work elsewhere.
Right.
I get it.
Right. Or your contract may say, okay, you can't work for. So you have a non-compete. I've had one. I had a 6-month non-compete with when I was with News 8 Austin, and I left News 8 Austin, went over to CBS, and I had a 6-month non-compete with CBS, and that was basically, like I couldn't go on the air for a while. I could work like behind the scenes and produce, but I couldn't be on camera.
Can I one up you?
6 months.
Yeah.
I had a 10-year.
What?
Woo, come on, son.
When I got hired by Pepsi, I had to sign it, and it said I had to wait 10 years from whatever time or date that I stopped working with Pepsi before I could go work with them.
Come on, son.
So it's specifically in that industry then. So I get it.
With
and
Coke.
that's still tough.
Industry. I did learn a lot. Yes, I did learn a lot.
Right.
And they wanted to make sure that they got 10 years to get away
start
from what we was doing. So it's but I kind of understand it because they want me, if I'm going to go blabbing, they want me to give them old information, 10 years ago information.
Right. That's like some of these players that like when they transfer and stuff like that.
Ooh.
They're like, hey, we don't want you. Like I think in college you can't do conference. I think it's something like that, or it has to be like permission or something. And I don't know about the pros. If pros have a thing, I know that they normally won't trade you to a division rival, like whether it's NFL or NBA, all that stuff. But it's interesting to see 10 years though. Did that make you want to talk after 10 years is up? Like 10 years after, where you like, hey, yo, let me holler at y'all real quick.
Exactly. So let me ask, is that like, okay, you couldn't work for another, since you were with Pepsi, you couldn't work for another soda company?
Specifically Coke.
Right.
It didn't, because I did look at that. But if you think about it, I mean, who else is there when it comes to that type? Because you gotta remember, I had an international level position, and ain't nobody else really international.
Right.
Okay.
That's a competitor. So, consider some of the things that I had learned. At that time, I didn't know, but did y'all know that Aquafina is owned by Pepsi?
Right.
Okay, I didn't know that.
They own a few. They own a few drinks.
Gatorade.
Yeah.
They own and just a lot of that industry secrets, because I got a chance to go to manufacturing facilities and just seeing Aquafina. It's known for being filtrated 7 different times, and just seeing that type of information, because I'm beyond the 10 years now, but just seeing that type of information, I mean, I could go there and I could pump up the competitor, and Coke would be feeling themselves and be like, "Hey man, all right, let's get this."
Yeah.
And so they want to make sure.
Yeah, they
Give themselves 10 years head start.
Yeah, they sealed you down, son. That's crazy.
They did.
Oh my God, that had to be uncomfortable as all get out, man.
I'm gonna tell you one of the people who didn't. So I used to work for Amazon before Amazon became what it is now.
Okay.
They gave me a $10,000 sign-on bonus. $10,000.
Wow. Some stuff though.
And they didn't care. Like when the time was up, they didn't try to stop me from going to my house because they was like, "No, we coming." They didn't care. You can go wherever you want.
They didn't
when
have
it was over.
So they didn't have to worry about.
I would have expected to get another one.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. But they didn't care. They actually said, "Hey, we on the come up."
Man, I just heard a song last night. I can't remember, but it's One Monkey Don't Stop the Show.
Oh yeah,
that's a classic track, right?
Yeah,
that's what I think Amazon was telling you. They said, "Dang, that came out wrong." Now, never mind. Let me just stop that.
Rewind.
One monkey won't stop the wait. We can't say that. Dang,
Yeah. You can't be. Yeah.
I got a call from HR just now. I messed up. No, that's wild, man. So you were there before they like went crazy.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No. I was just gonna say, you brought up an NFL player, and it reminded me. I had to remember who it is, and I got it. So there was a player. He won the Super Bowl. If you remember the last year, Mecole Hardman caught the Super Bowl winning catch. Right. Mecole Hardman, wide receiver for the Chiefs.
Right.
But then he took the money and ran, and he went to the Jets.
Right.
This year of losing.
Right.
You know, Aaron Rodgers got hurt, and that was the end.
Seconds, yeah.
So he told the Chiefs, "Hey man, come get me," while still in that Jets area.
Right.
That's kind of why you do this. Yes.
Yeah.
So he could get himself, he could get the Chiefs in trouble, and then he's also causing dissension over there in the Jets franchise.
Right.
And I kind of understand why sometimes you got to have these if you think about it like that. Yeah. Now he hurt himself. Like he is ruining it. If he could have gone back to the Chiefs, now the Chiefs are being looked at for tampering.
Wait,
I'm going to
ask the question. How did he say it though?
And he actually said he begged. He was on a podcast and he begged. He said, "Come get me," and that was a remark that isn't sitting well with the Jets brass. And the general manager, Joe Douglas, told reporters, he said, "I'll just say those comments definitely resonated with us."
Dang,
very interesting.
So it's unclear. At this point, it's unclear if the Jets are going to pursue tampering charges against the Chiefs. But you see what I'm saying there.
So
if they would have had if they would have had an opportunity for him to not be able to talk,
right?
If the Chiefs would have said this, "Hey man, when you go to another team, don't talk about us,"
right?
That's kind of why teams need to do that. And I think from now on, that's going to happen.
Oh, it's going to come. It's definitely going to come.
This is going to start it. So we talked about yours that you had in the radio biz.
Right.
Was that TV?
That was TV.
TV biz. I'm telling you, in the beverage industry and now in the NFL, I think it's going to happen. We're going to call it the Mecole clause.
Yeah, exactly.
I look at it from perspective of the organizational standpoint. You kind of have to do that because you can't have a player, one, giving out secrets or coming in literally just to destroy your franchise from the inside out. Because, guys, I think personally there are some ignorants out there that would do that. They'd go over there and just be a cancer on purpose. They've had, like, I think, what was it? Was it Vince Carter? They supposedly said he played after whatever team it was that he was with. I think after the New Jersey Nets. They were saying that, he just phoned it in. Then once he got where he really wanted to be, he started playing again.
Right.
And I've seen cases where players, I feel like they've thrown that at James Harden a handful of times. But every once in a while, you have to think, like, what if a player just wanted to do that? Like they said, "Hey, go take 2 years over here, go mess them up, mess their chemistry up, and then come back over here."
See, that would be just absolutely, and get paid for it too.
They try to say Jimmy Butler's like that, and I still believe that he's a good dude. I don't think Jimmy Butler is a locker room diva or nothing like that. But I hear it though. 'Cause every time I hear a story of Kobe Bryant on how he treated his teammates, I'm like,
Kobe was intense, bro.
He didn't talk to a guy that was sitting in a locker next to him for a whole season.
Yeah, he was intense. Did you see him chin check? He chin checked Paul Gasol.
I don't doubt it. Right?
Yeah, it was in the Olympics.
When he put that shoulder, yes, sir.
He chin checked his own team.
That's somebody he likes.
He ran him like he didn't just push him.
No,
he knocked him to the ground.
He has said to teammates that literally, we're not having a good game right now. And when I say we're talking about you. You can't wear my shoes.
Yeah.
You got to take those off. You got to take those off.
Bro was intense, wasn't he? He was intense, man.
He told the whole team what was wrong with each and every one of them. So I'm trying to think. I'm like, so if he's doing that, what makes you think that there isn't somebody that's just like, just causing a fracas in the locker room like right now?
Yeah.
I was like, maybe that's true. Maybe it's the thing.
Yeah. Bro was
10
intense. He was intense, man.
10 years. You can't go to another team for 10 years. You got to be out of the league for 10 years.
Yes, sir. All right, let's take a break and come back. More with the morning grind here on 88.7 FM KAZI 920 FM KAZI. He is going on the road on a farewell tour, and actually may probably spend more time overseas than he does here in the United States. We'll see about that because he's got a lot of fans overseas. Alexander O'Neal and Sherelle teaming up on Saturday Love. It's 9:34 here on 88.7 KAZI. And this is the morning grind. Your boy Jabari Warfield, Dab Dub in the building. Simply Courtney from simplyhaha.com.
Hey, shout out to my daughter Simone. I just want to say shout out because she's listening right now.
Cool. What up, Simone?
She riding right now. She keep messaging. When y'all come back on? I said we back on. Yeah.
Nice. Appreciate you riding with us, Simone. Appreciate that. All right, man. What's up, Dap?
Man, I am so curious on where you guys are when it comes to Beyonce and where she's doing. And you being the musically inclined and knowledgeable of the three of us, Jabari, Dolly Parton, and this is according to BET.com, says that Beyonce may have covered one of her songs for her forthcoming album, Cowboy Carter, which is an amazing name, by the way.
That is a dope name.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
I like it.
And the best thing, you know what? I love Dolly.
Right.
The country music legend has expressed her support for Queen Bey's foray into the genre. She's been unapologetic about it. She did a song with Pitbull, the little remix to 9 to 5.
Yeah, she did.
I wanna talk a little bit about that because I'm gonna say we don't do that here in America. I mean, what is she? She's in her 70s, maybe 76 or so, and she's still charting. I'm rooting for that song to chart, but I think that would be an amazing feat that someone that age could chart. But what do you guys thought on her coming out, co-signing, and making sure that as a country music icon, that all the respect is being put on the name of Beyonce? What do y'all think?
That's allyship, man. That's You know what? Once again, I think I made the reference a few times ago when Lil Nas X did his foray into country music, and then you had Billy Ray Cyrus come on the official remix or whatever to Old Town Road or whatever it is.
Right.
That's the same level. To me, this is way bigger in my opinion because Dolly Parton is timeless.
She's major.
She just did the not Super Bowl. She did the halftime show for the Cowboys
Right.
a few months ago.
Right.
I'm just going to speak on it. She's still working.
In the right attire, if you were a Cowboy cheerleader. For those who didn't know and you didn't watch the game, she literally wore what the cheerleaders were wearing.
Yeah. At 70 plus years old. And so her being with the Cowboys, God dang it, with Beyonce, not the Cowboys, her being with Beyonce, I think it only sounds right. Now, what song is it that she's covering, I wonder?
It's what
Good question.
What Dolly thinks.
Okay.
Dolly
she ain't
said,
give it away. She ain't gonna give it away.
And I quote, I think she's recorded Jolene.
Oh,
and I think it's probably going to be on her country album, which I'm very excited about. Parton said, unquote.
That's crazy.
What?
She ain't gonna give it away.
That one?
Nah.
But if that's a good one.
Oh, that's a major song. I mean, for anybody who's a Dolly Parton fan, you know Jolene.
Right.
And there was a group called Chapel Heart. There's three sisters who are country artists, and they were on America's Got Talent. And they did a different version of Jolene.
Yeah.
And Dolly Parton co-signed on Twitter.
This is not common, though. Did y'all have a problem when Beyonce did Before I Let Go?
No.
Okay.
I didn't, and I heard that it was a problem, right?
I didn't have a problem.
No,
but
not me neither.
Maybe 512-836-2887 if you're out there and you had a problem. So here she goes again.
Yeah.
I mean, she did that, and she nailed it.
Am I allowed to tell people you a hater if you got a problem with her covering Before I Let
Yes,
you go?
you are,
I know
because
I'm
the
young.
views and opinions are yours and not of the station.
Listen.
And of simply
You
haha.com.
can't come in. Hey, okay, can I speak on it? I think she did good.
She did.
I think she did good. I think she
did.
gave props. She brought people that my age group that maybe didn't know Frank Beverly and Maze. We knew.
Wait, boy, you weren't paying attention at the cookout?
Listen, I
loved it. That's when your uncle hit the floor.
I liked it, but when she did it, I liked it too.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I like them both?
See,
sure, of
Symply
course.
Courtney,
I like them both.
He at the cookout, he was running around. He's probably out front,
I wasn't
not in the
dancing.
backyard with the rest of us. He's out front throwing the football around,
part,
crashing
right.
people
That
in the
part.
cars.
No, that is a timeless song, and you know what's important about that is that's That's such a great. Maze is one of them bands. Like they don't have to put out no new music.
No.
Two artists I know, Tina Marie, may she
on.
rest in peace, and Maze and Frankie Beverly. They didn't have to put out no new music.
Yeah.
And they could go and then somebody put on the radio coming to so and so auditorium.
We coming.
Frankie Beverly and Maze, and it was sell out in 2 hours. No new music required. No touring. Just Frankie and that white hat of his. That's it. That is
Do you
it.
think people were mad because she covered something that was like, I think, not classic, but that was a staple, and they felt like maybe she was like taken away from it or what? Because I didn't see anything wrong with it. I thought she was giving props to a good song.
I think it's a relay. It's a relay. You know how you get the baton from somebody else and you keep running with it?
Yeah.
It's a relay. And that's also love too, because you think about Beyonce don't have to write. She don't have to do nothing that she don't want to do in terms of music. But when you take a classic like that and you put your spin on it, and to me, I loved it. I had no problem with it. At some point that, we get into this thing, like there are a lot of movies that have been remade, and some of them are okay, and some of them are like, okay, y'all need to go back and do that again. I liked the remake. I think it had Beyonce's flavor. It had the live horns.
Yes, it did.
You know what I'm saying? And the of course
the hand
beats,
clap,
the hand claps.
So that's the part that got me.
Exactly, and the
Once
beats
I heard the
and
hand
all of
clap
that
going, and they had a little bit of the New Orleans bounce to it.
Yes.
Hey, when you put that, when you put the New Orleans bounce on that, you got it. If you can sit down when that's going on, check your pulse. You might not be in the land of the living. Come on, man. She did that.
Yeah, she did that.
I'm excited to hear Jolene through Beyonce's voice.
if that's the case, because that's not we're not sure, right?
Right. Yeah, we're not sure yet.
But it'll be a Dolly Parton song.
Oh, no doubt.
Okay.
Dolly is sure, and that might be a non-disclosure. That might be Dolly's way of not only staying relevant, but tipping her hand, but not really tipping her hand.
What sport event is coming up?
Because I said
I like
Hold 'em is the other song, and I just wanted to say tipping the hand.
Tipping the hand.
Because that was intentional.
Because Beyonce doesn't do nothing that's unintentional. She's all intentional.
She don't do nothing she don't want to do.
What sport event is coming up next? That's when we're going to get the album. It's going to come out on a commercial.
March 29th is when the album drops.
Or she might drop it tomorrow night.
Cowboy Carter.
Or she might just drop it tomorrow night. Turns out everything was already done.
April Fools.
Gotcha.
Drop it on April
Surprise.
Fools. Beyonce. That's what you got to do.
Exactly.
So I also wanted to tell you guys, because I think congratulations are in order. Lenny Kravitz was honored with the star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame on Tuesday.
Yep.
His daughter Zoe Kravitz and Denzel Washington were there for the celebration.
That's so cool.
Denzel was there?
Yeah, Denzel was there.
Who's Denzel doing there?
And that's what I'm talking about. That's why I want to bring it up. We got to support Roxy Rocker's son.
Yeah.
He in this case, he's literally a black rocker. Our black rocker. See what it's in there?
Yeah, I saw what
Mama's Roxy Rocker.
I smelled that.
But
I smelled that. That's pretty good.
But hey, Lenny Kravitz, is he getting his love? How supportive as a culture are we of Lenny Kravitz?
I wonder. I mean, because I grew up listening to alternative, and so that's something that I listen to. He's American Woman, Are You Gonna Go My Way?
Hey,
all those songs, right?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
stuff that I listen to, but in my head, I was listening to a rock song. I wasn't listening to a black dude doing rock. I was just listening to a rock song. So I'm curious to know.
But we all were happy to see his hair that looked like ours. And then whipping those dreads. Because, again, when it comes to headbanging, some of us don't have enough stuff to flop over. So does our headbang count, But when you got Lenny up there ripping it, that's a little curious about that.
Yeah. I was going to say, I definitely believe Lenny is due, his just due for what he does. He doesn't do like, quote unquote R&B. He doesn't do what Usher does. He doesn't do what Beyonce does, but he does really good music. The music that he does and the way he does it, the rock he does, that's our thing. We can go back to Jimi Hendrix. We go to, God bless him, W.C. Clark, who lived right here in Austin, passed away recently, best bluesman in the world, very influential. That's rock guitar, or if you want to call it that, we go back to Little Richard. You know what I'm saying? That's in the lineage of what we do. Now, is it necessarily the most popular thing? Probably not. I think it's I don't want to necessarily say is an acquired taste, because I think that would belittle his importance. But I think as a musician, can't nobody touch Lenny Kravitz, man.
Agreed.
Can't nobody touch him. Only person I think who would come close to what Lenny did or surpass him, honestly, is Prince. Because Prince is was incredible rock guitarist.
Yeah.
You know, and playing rock guitar, that solo he did in 2004 at the award show with Tom Petty and all them cats, man, that was one of the greatest solos I've ever heard in my life.
Okay, so I know he plays the bass, so this may not count.
Okay.
But in that conversation, where would you put Niles Rodgers then?
Nile Rodgers? Ooh, as what though?
Yeah, what are we talking
Yeah,
about?
what are we talking?
As a black musician guitarist, because he's bass, right? He's not. He's
Nile
not
Rodgers, no,
lead.
he's rhythm guitar.
Rhythm?
Oh, so wait,
Nile
there's a
Rodgers,
difference?
Now, yeah, oh yeah, rhythm guitar. Ding, 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 ding. Nile Rodgers, I'll tell you, yeah, listen to Good Times.
Yeah.
Okay, and you'll hear that ding, 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 ding. That's rhythm guitar. To me, Nile is the greatest rhythm guitarist I've ever heard.
Is this
Okay,
like an in the
so
pocket
boom.
drummer that somebody like that just keeps the rhythm going
Right,
and they're
exactly.
not stepping out doing the flares and all of that?
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he's
So
he's
so
a-
is
a
he
company.
getting his love? Like can
Oh,
he
yeah.
be on that Mount Rushmore with the Prince, with the Kravitz, for what he's done musically?
Oh, yeah.
And over the time, because once Pharrell and NERD started rocking with Now, that brought
that
it
was
to
fire.
your
That was
generation,
fire.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
Courtney. You
Exactly.
see there?
Sir.
See,
Yep.
so that
Sure.
So it goes all the way back to, because you may not know, Freak Out. That's now Rodgers
Yeah,
right
exactly.
there.
Sure.
And
All
so he
right.
started from there, wrote and helped all these other people up until, and then he's still
Still doing it. Still
killing
relevant.
Right.
Still relevant.
Right. And let's not forget Good Times, which was the bass line for Rapper's Delight, which started the whole
Whoa!
Yeah.
Wait,
Okay.
what?
Yep,
That's
Nile
now.
Rodgers
That's now.
and Bernard Edwards, may he rest in peace. Good Times. Doom, 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 doom,
So,
doom, doom. Yeah, Nile Rodgers
Can
and
we
Bernard
go
Edwards.
on record as
Chic.
saying that the Now is responsible for the growth of human civilization and hip hop?
I was just like hip hop.
growth of human
hip hop is the only thing that matters. Like
See what I
human
did there, the Nile
civilization.
River.
Yeah,
Oh, you're
yeah,
right.
yeah.
I'm
That's
working
3 in a
here.
row.
I'm working here, man.
3 in a
I'm
row.
working.
Yeah, that's a
Courtney,
deep
I just
contribution.
want you to know what you working with, bruh.
All
They didn't
right.
just throw it
So.
next to you.
Man, I'm respect.
Not just
Respect.
pressing
Yes,
buttons
sir.
here.
You caught me off.
Well, I mean, you know, you the comedian, and we got Mr. Travel the World.
Man.
People want me here, there, and
He
everywhere.
dropped in. He casually
He's a
dropped
Austin
in
Don
singing
Lemon.
Michael Jackson.
I done did TV. I done did radio.
But he casually dropped in. I saw Michael Jackson at the O2, and none of us even flinched because he's just normal for him.
Yeah,
But we're all like, yeah, that's what he
Mr.
does.
Warfield. That's what Mr. Warfield does.
For a second, I was like, hey, you went to London, Mr. Warfield?
Nice.
Can you tell me what it was like?
I mean, this
being-
is the
No,
brother
man,
that
no.
interviewed Roger.
Come on now.
From
Yeah, interviewed
Have
Roger.
you heard of the group?
Come on
Your mama
now.
was playing Zap.
My mom was playing.
This dude got that.
Come on.
Hey, did you
Yeah.
digitize it yet and put you on blast on
You
the
know
on
what,
the
man?
air?
I have not digitized.
Come
it,
on,
man. I gotta do
Jabari.
it. I
See,
know, I
man,
gotta
what
do
you
it.
do, man?
I know. I'm gonna make y'all wait.
512-836-2887 if y'all wanna
I'll
yell
make y'all
at
Nah, ain't
Jabari.
nobody yelling at me. We getting out of here. Ain't nobody yelling at me.
Wait a
I'm
minute.
finna
Throw
go
that man up.
I'm finna go get some waffles and some more coffee. That's what's gonna happen.
Woo!
'Cause it's about that time. Professor's up in just a little bit.
Let's do it.
Last words.
Oh, he's here.
Yeah, he's here.
here.
All right, last words, fellas. Any last words? Courtney, you had said something earlier I thought was really, really
Talk to
poignant about being yourself, being authentic.
I think personally, man, do not let people. I said this on my Instagram, and I'll say it again here for the air. It's an ugly world out there. It's a mean, cruel world out there. Do not let this world rob you of your softness. I think I just saw this on Instagram, and I'm going to use this on my way out. When people stop, no. Anybody that tries to diss you and your stuffed animals is a person you don't need to have around you. Do not let people diss you or your stuffed animals.
Oh, my
And I like that because that's almost close to the Step Brothers of when people stop asking you about your dinosaur.
Yeah.
I take that with me. And so I was like, yeah. I like that because people start trying to be cool and you start forgetting where you came from.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, most of us, if not all of us, were a kid that had an action figure, that had a stuffed animal,
Yep.
that had a favorite blanket, a pillow, whatever it is. And when you stop having a firm clutch or grasp of that, you lose a little bit of your humanity. You lose that childlike innocence, that zeal, that lust for life. And I'm doing my best to never let somebody rob me or those around me of that stuff. And I'm also taking a step further, making sure that I don't rob others of that.
Amen to that.
There you go.
Amen to that. Dap.
I'm going to stay on that same theme because as a Latin dance instructor, I know that there are a lot of people that would tell me and have told me, man, we don't do that. What do you do? That's what you do? That's your go-to? When they don't know anything about me. You know, my family comes from the Caribbean, and I have heritage from Chile. Wait, you don't know nothing about that. But, you know, we look at a person, and then you put someone, you paint them into a corner, but you don't know. You don't know what's in that DNA. You don't know where they were brought up. My dad was playing Herb Alpert in the Tijuana Brass before he was playing Zapp and Roger or Frankie Beverly and Mays. So that's my background, and that's what I do. So for me, I got to be me, and for you, you got to be you.
Amen.
Exactly. Be yourself. Everybody else is taken. That's for sure. So as far as my last words, I would say that, you know, we talk about, you know, black. We were just talking about Lenny Kravitz. We were talking about earlier. We were talking about, you know, black folks in tennis. We were talking about black folks in hockey and in sports and even F1 racing. And chances are, every single thing that's out there, more than likely, we've done it. Even orchestra music. You know what I'm saying? So we're not limited by the color of skin. If there's something that you want to do, then go for it. Because chances are, there's somebody that's already done it. You may not know who they are. So do your research, all right? Love who you are and love the skin you're in. And that is all, and that is it. The professor's up next. Get ready to take it through the old school. Yeah.